guys, it's Dutch. I am currently at the beach. This is my first public reading video thing, so just bear with me. We're gonna see how this audio works out. And yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna do a vibe check today. This was requested by a subscriber, and I really liked the idea. Maybe we'll do this once a month if you guys like it. And yeah, let's just get started. Fix my brows. Okay, so pile one is, these are all rocks that I just found. So pile one is this rock. Pile two is this rock. And pile three is this rock. So, oh my god, there's someone screaming like Tarzan right now. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, so pile one, your first card is the Six of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from this right off the bat is that I think you need to give a little bit more to yourself. You've been giving a lot to everyone else, and you've just been giving, especially with this holiday season. You probably bent over backwards to get everybody gifts and do all this nice stuff and make everybody happy. In the holidays, so it's important that you give back to yourself. So we'll start with that, and now let's pull some more. Okay, so pile one, I can see that I think that you might have spent a little bit too much on the holidays, and you might have spent quite a bit of money on other people, and now you feel like you don't, you have to start saving again, you don't have very much in case of emergency or anything, you know what I'm saying? So again, I apologize if the audio is weird. This is the first time I've ever done this. So, Spirit really wants you to start planting your seeds financially and focus more on your finances, but you really have to get out of the lack mentality. Because, see here, we have the Four of Pentacles, and this is telling me that you're holding on to old beliefs. We're in the new year, right? We just switched into 2020. It's January 1st, 2020. It's time to let go of old beliefs and old thought patterns that no longer serve you and that just hold you back. It's this lack mentality, this idea, you're literally never supposed to use the word poor. You're never supposed to use that word. You're never supposed to use any broke, anything like that. You're supposed to say right now things are challenging, but I know they're getting better, because when you use that language, it keeps you in this, it curses you. You literally curse yourself when you use language like that. Just like when you tell yourself you're unlucky, then you become unlucky. So you just you have to get out of that lack mindset. You might not have too much in your savings right now, but just remember the times that you did and understand that you can get it back to where it was, and let go of those limiting beliefs that tell you that, to have this lack mindset, whether there were times in your life when you really didn't have anything, or you really, couldn't afford to do the things that you needed to do. So it's important that you leave that behind. Also, Spirit is saying just because something works for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Also, I can see your angels are here in the background, and you have some sort of familiar, some sort of animal familiar, that grounds you and keeps you, stable and sane. But it's important that you make your own rules. Like, just because something resonates for someone doesn't mean it has to resonate for you, or just because something works for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So it's important to make your own rules now and commit to them and commit to yourself and commit to, like, don't be just spending your money on other people right now. You work really hard for your money. So it's important that you spend it and focus it on yourself, and also focus on, like with this card, focus on planting your seeds in career. You gotta get your coin back up. But don't worry. Like, the more worrying you do, the worse off you are. So you just have to trust that everything's gonna be okay. It's like trusting in yourself. If you don't have trust for yourself, then who can you trust, right? If you can't trust yourself. So it's important that you focus on that and focus on you and stop expending so much energy on other people. And then we also have fixed water, which is the Queen of Cups, which just tells me that your emotions are pretty set right now and your thought patterns are pretty set, like I was saying, in that lack mentality. And it's really important that you let that go and that you allow yourself to grow and change and grow emotionally, and let your relationships grow, and let people help you. People want to help you. People want to do nice things for you. If somebody wants to take you out, let them pay, like, if they want to. Don't stop people from being kind to you, and don't say, like, I understand that you're independent, and I understand that you have everything you need, and I understand that you've always taken care of yourself. That's always been the way it is, but there's no shame in letting people do nice things for you. It doesn't make you lazy. It doesn't make you less abundant. It makes you more abundant, actually, because it teaches you how to receive. Because we can put all this energy out into the world, right? And we can plant all these seeds out in the world, but none of it will come back to us if we can't receive. Like, it'll be there. It's like inviting someone over and then leaving the door locked. Like, you plant your seeds for what you want, and then you don't let them in because you don't necessarily believe you deserve them, or that you can have them, or that it'll work out. So, like, imagine you invited someone to your house and you just, like, kept the door locked, and you were like, oh, like, but then you were mad at them, and you were like, they're not here. They're not coming in. Why aren't they coming in? It's not them. It's literally like you locked the door. You wouldn't let it in. So it's important to actually receive the blessings. So right now, Spirit wants you to know that you are heavily protected, that your angels are watching over you. Specific guardian angels are watching over you, and guides and spirits are watching over you. But it's very important that you be selective about who you allow in your life. We have here Kuan Yin, which is the mother card. So not only is it important for you to mother yourself and to take care of, nurture your inner child, but it's also really important that you kind of act like a mother with yourself, and that you don't allow people in that aren't good. Like, if you were ever young and your parents were like, oh, you can't hang, like your mom was like, you can't hang out with that person because they're no good for you. And usually moms are right? Like, usually they're not, like, usually that person isn't good to hang out with. So you really have to be selective about who you allow in your life, because you are about to come into a lot of abundance, change, and good things are coming. So it's important that not only that you allow them to, but that you don't allow others in too easily who are not there for your highest and greatest good. So really use your discernment when either choosing a partner or choosing friends or just people in your life. Even if it's family that's like no good, you just got to let them go, and you just got to, pay no mind to them. Don't even, don't even let them in your auric field. And then we're going to get, whoa, it's like getting windy. I've got giant rocks on all my card piles because these cards love to fly. The Empress card was just like flying around before this. All right, Spirit, what's your last piece of, okay, thank you. So your advice is boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Where do you need to establish better boundaries with yourself? Where do you need to establish better boundaries with other people? Where do you need to establish better boundaries in your life? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just need to establish better boundaries. And like I was saying, everyone's going to come in and want a piece of that new abundance that you get in, and you got to make sure, like, look at all those hands, like, give me that, give me that. No, don't let them. Don't give it to them if they don't deserve it, you know? Establish those strong boundaries with yourself and those around you, and it will help you in this next step in your life. And also it will help you to create the abundance for yourself, because when you have a boundary set, nobody can come in and steal it, right? Nobody can come in and steal your happiness or your abundance, because you've got those boundaries set and people can't get past it. So set your boundaries. All right, thank you, pile one. If you like it, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like. And I hope to see you again sometime. I hope you like this. Leave a comment down below if you are interested in me doing this again. And I will talk to you again sometime. Bye. Okay, group 2. So your first card is the 10 of Pentacles, and then your second card is the 2 of Wands. So to me, this is saying, like, Spirit is saying, let me just grab my microphone. Spirit is saying that, like, just keep, okay, so you've been in, like, a hanged man period, right? You've been stuck hanging, and you're waiting for, you're waiting for your ships to come in, but at the same time, you have the world in the palm of your hand. There's so much abundance that's coming right around the corner, but right now, this is a lesson in divine timing. So do your part by waiting, and do your part to, let go of the expectations of when these things should be coming in, and just understand that they're coming. But it's, they had to delay these because that's just part of the soul path. It's literally part of your destiny. It's something you wrote for yourself. It's something you manifest for yourself. So you just have to allow it to play out, right? And just know, like, look at what's right around the corner. It's like you can see it. It's just not there yet. You can feel it too. It's just not there yet. All right, let's pull some more cards. Also, please bear with me with the audio. This is the first time that I've done this, so we'll see how it works. Ooh, gloves are hard, but my hands are cold. Okay, pile 2, vibe check. What do you have to say, Spirit? Okay, so, all right, so I can feel the heaviness, I can feel the sadness. Currently, there is a tower situation that is happening in your life right now. You're currently working through it, which this is good. I'm glad. Let me move my hair. Which this is good. I'm glad that you're working through it. I'm glad that it's already happened. I'm glad that everything came crashing down and now you're just working through the residual emotions. But it's very important that you release these emotions, release them onto the universe. These are very magical and abundant times of the year. So do your rituals to release them. Take a spiritual bath. Conjure Queen just uploaded a cord cutting spell that I'm going to do with black walnuts, or no, black chestnuts. I can't remember. Just look it up. But that's something to do. You really need to release. I just keep hearing that. Release this tower moment. It was like a mini tower. Like, you've been through a lot worse, but for some reason this one really hurt. But it's because it connected to older pathways in your brain. Like when you're reparenting and healing yourself, you literally have to create new neural pathways because the old ones that you've been using are what's been causing you the traumatic pain. So this kind of triggered those old neurological paths in your mind, and you kind of went down a path that you haven't been in a long time, literally in your brain, and your brain, you like glitched almost, like you freaked the fuck out kind of, because you just weren't used to it. You haven't been there in a long time. You haven't felt those feelings in a long time, and you haven't lived there in a long time. But as we know, time is not linear, so it's almost like you traveled back in time to when that pain was relevant to you. That's why it's important to release it, because now in this present day and in the future, that pain is no longer relevant to you. It does not serve you, and it's time to release and let it go. So there was something really painful and cutting, but it's important that you communicate with yourself about how this made you feel. Maybe you don't even realize like how or why it made you feel the way it felt, but it's important to go within. You can do some journaling. I would highly suggest that, like automatic writing, where you just let your hand write. You just let it all flow out on the page, and you can burn it. Also, you can write, like if you do know how it made you feel, write it down and then burn that, so that you are able to release it and able to let go of that, leave it behind in this last decade. This is a new decade. Things are changing. Like things are really changing. Really, really changing. Everything's about to be different. So communicate with yourself, allow that to go, and write down what it is that you want to release and burn it. You may not be sleeping very well right now, or you may be traveling in the astral realm, so you wake up exhausted because you're doing a ton of work in the astral realms. So, you're really not getting sleep. But just don't let this keep you up at night. Don't let this tower moment keep you up at night. Allow yourself to, like I said, write it down, get it out of your head so that you can rest easy, and know that the worst is over. It's not getting worse from here. It's only getting better. You've worked through the worst of the tower. Like I said, and this was a mini tower. You've survived much worse. So it's important that you let this go. And also, you might have a familiar that sleeps with you, like a cat or a dog or any kind of animal. Know that if your animal is sleeping at your feet, your animal is grounding you back into your body, and know that if your animal is sleeping at your head or near your head, it is protecting your crown as you travel through the astral realms. Another good thing to do would be to get some black tourmaline and put it under your pillow. It's very protective for when you sleep. It also can help you remember your dreams, and it just keeps out the nasty things that you don't want, right? They also told me that you should probably create some sort of sleeping routine to help you get to bed better, like a routine that you do every night that eventually conditions your body to know, like, now it's time to go to bed. We're going to bed now, and this is what we do every night. So yeah. And don't I don't want to tell you what to do, but it almost seems like you're wrestling with yourself at night. Like you're doing that thing where, you like picture an argument and like what you would have said, or like what you could have done differently. You could have done nothing differently. Everything was supposed to happen exactly how it happened. So don't question it. Don't overthink it. Don't think it to death. Like everything happened exactly how it was supposed to, right? Because nothing's a coincidence, and fate is fate. So don't think about all these different scenarios or how you could have done stuff differently, because it just is pointless, and it's living in the past rather than living in the present, looking towards the future. And then here we have the Two of Cups. So to me, this is saying get my microphone. It's important to rely on your friends right now. Like, you might be somebody who doesn't really ask for help very well, but there's some sort of mama bear. See this little bear? There's some sort of mama bear in your life, because we have the Cancer as well. So that is willing to help and willing to be there and willing to give you advice. So it's important that you rely on them and allow them to help you, allow them to be there for you, allow them to be a good friend to you. Because I think, I had someone tell me once that, like, one of the kindest things you can do, okay, so some people feel like they're burdening others by relying on them or asking for help, when in reality, when you're someone who doesn't overuse that privilege, when you go to someone, it's almost like an honor, because you actually trust them, you trust them to help you in your time of need. So this is, it's not a burden. People want to help you. People want to be there for you because you're there for them. So you've been giving, and it's time to receive. Also, there's some sort of soulmate that's coming in, whether it be a business partner, a friend, or a lover. There's some sort of soulmate that is coming in. It's hard to shuffle with these gloves on. Okay. So we got Pele, which is purpose. And then we got Hathor, which is contentment. So, okay, so first of all, just know that this tower moment, it had a purpose. It had to break down old foundations. It had to take you into those old neural pathways so that you even realized they were there, because when you didn't use them for a really long time, so you didn't even know they were there. You didn't know they still existed. So this had a purpose to show you what you needed to release, to show you where you needed to let go, to show you where you needed to grow and heal, and what you needed to do to change. And it's all part of the plan, right? There's a purpose to everything. And even though it was very painful, validate that pain and grieve the loss, whatever it was, but then let it go. And, oh, there's a little bird. There's like a little chickadee. That might be your spirit animal for right now. Okay, so yeah, this all had a purpose, and this is just gonna make you stronger. Look how tall she's standing. Look how strong and upright and sure of herself she looks. This is just gonna make you more confident, more strong, and understand yourself better, and more set in your new ways. So while releasing your old ways, more set in your new ways and trusting of yourself, more self-confident. And then with Hathor, contentment, this is just saying, for one, that your guides are very mothering to you right now. They're very, very mothering to you right now. Also, like I was saying, you have friends who are very mothering to you right now and who want to be around you and help you and help you feel better. But also just know that everything is going to change. Everything is changed. Like I said, it's a new decade, and literally everything is changing. There are so many things around the corner, possibly a family, marriage, anything like that. There's so much that's changing, and you just have to be ready for the change and ready and willing to receive. But like with the first cards, with the Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups, it's all around the corner, but it's just not quite the right time yet, because you're not exactly ready for it yet. It's not exactly the time yet. But just know that everything is going to change, and it's all going to be for the better. And also, if you ever need anything, all you have to do is ask. Your spirits are there to help you. All you have to do is ask. But, spirits can't interfere on the physical realm without permission. So literally just ask. Just ask. I also feel like you could feel them comforting you when you were crying during this tower moment, because like they were probably hugging you. A lot of people can feel their angels or spirits come in to comfort them and hold them during a tower moment. So they're just acknowledging that. This card wanted to stay behind, so we'll take it because it's very relevant. Advice for pile 2, please. Okay, so we got Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I don't think that could be more perfect for this reading. But see, you're literally releasing. Look at these people who are tied down, and then look at her like elevating up, releasing those old thought patterns, those old karmic debts. Just release them onto the universe. Let them go. Like I said, ask your guides to help you do your rituals, do that cutting bath, that cutting cord bath. Like I said, look at those cords. Look that up. It's Conjure Queen. She just posted it. It's a cord cutting bath. But yeah, so it's important that you do that, allow yourself to release, and so that you can have the new good things that are coming in. And then once you do that releasing work, it's important that you fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. So take, like I said, allow only those who have your highest and greatest good in right now. Allow only those close friends who love you very deeply and have that like nurturing love for you. But other than that, don't really talk to other people right now. Don't really let other people in your life, it's very important that you focus on you. Oh, they just told me it's important to put the phone away too. Put your phone on do not disturb, turn it off, get rid of it for a while, and just let yourself be you and let yourself be by yourself to rest and refuel. That way you're not giving all the energy that you have to other people, because usually you have a lot more energy to give, but right now you're really healing and really taking some time for yourself. So make sure that you do that justice and spend some really good alone time with yourself, you know? That always helps to heal me when I get some really good alone time. I'm at the beach alone today and I'm having a great alone day, and I need these days, you know? Yeah, so that's your advice, pile 2. I hope you feel better, and I hope that you work through your tower moment and release the things that you need to release. If you enjoyed the reading, you can give it a like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. And I hope to see you again sometime. Bye. Okay, pile 3. So there's something you need to let go. There's something... Sorry, please bear with me with the audio because this is the first time I've done this, so we'll see how it even goes. Okay, so there's something you really need to let go right now. Okay, pile 3. So there's something that you really need to let go right now. You're holding on way too tightly to something. So let's pull some more cards and figure out what's going on. My fingers are cold. So you, pile 3, are holding on far too tightly to your hermit mode. You are not sharing your gifts. You're not giving the world. You're not doing what, of course you're doing what you were born to do, right? We're on our path no matter what. You can't go wrong, right? We're always doing what we're supposed to be doing, but you're holding back. I feel a lot of fear around showing yourself to the world, your true authentic self and what you truly have to offer. I also feel a lot of fear around stepping into your own power. A lot of people are scared of how powerful that they actually are. So, yes, and also it's time to plant some seeds. It's like you're holding on to the seeds, you're holding on to the ideas, but you're not planting them. So you're holding too tightly to these seeds, because, see, he's holding on to those seeds and she's planting them with that, the wheat, and she's planting those seeds down in the ground. So it's important that you let go of your ideas and give them to the universe and actually start acting on them. Start doing what it is that you feel called to do. Don't isolate so much. Of course, it's important to take care of yourself and your family and, like your immediate family if you're a mom. But it's also important that you do what what you came down here to do, what you created your soul path down here to do. So make sure that you aren't just having a bunch of ideas and then not acting on them. Yeah, this is all about to change, though. I think you take advice well. because we have death in the world. So soon the world will know you. Soon your ideas will be out in the world. They're already up in the ether. They're up in the ether, swirling around up in the ether. But Spirit's got, whoa, that was the world card. So Spirit, while I was talking about it. So Spirit needs you to do the work. Oh. Spirit needs you to do the work in the physical realm so that they may manifest this from the astral realm. There's a lot going on. Look at all that energy and ideas swirling around. And there's like the God source, like, yeah, man, here are all the ideas. Now we just got to bring them down. Go ahead and do the work. And you're like, I'll just keep thinking about them. But I see that changing, though. Like I said, I see you planting the seeds here. Oops, sorry, low power mode. I see you. Get my glove back on. This group, I keep getting distracted in this group. I think you have a lot of distractions. I think you have a lot going on, and that's why you haven't done it yet, because you have a lot to do, a lot to take care of, and a lot that you're doing in the physical realm. So you haven't necessarily had the time to take the steps in this physical realm to plant those seeds and make them a reality down here. So that's okay. And it's understandable when you have distractions, but just know that like there is a change coming. So whether or not you make the change, there will be a change coming. But it's always easier to make the change yourself and make the decision yourself rather than getting thrown into it by a change in your life. That I almost look at it like this. So we've got the soul paths, right? And we have a certain amount of time to reach different goals. And when time runs out, no matter where you are on that path, you're going to get skipped to the next level because we just don't have time to be messing around, right? So it's good to, like with homework, you don't want to procrastinate until the last night to write a 10-page paper, right? That's a lot of work and it comes all at once and it's just too much. It's better to get your work in early and get it done beforehand. That way you're ready when the change comes. Get everything set now. Do your research now and start planting those seeds in the physical, because whether you like it or not, the change is coming. You are going to be releasing these these ideas onto the universe, and the change is coming. So you might as well work with it and walk with it, right? Walk the walk. Okay, 2 cards just got left behind. I don't even have to shuffle this. Let's see. Whoa, we got fear and self-esteem. Wow. Very interesting. Kali, fear, and self-esteem. Amaterasu. So this is telling me that, like I said, not only do you fear your power, but you fear the change, and you've been doing you've been working on the same thing so long that you're really good at it and you know how to do it, and it's where you're comfortable. Don't get me wrong, you don't think you're perfect, but it's where you're comfortable that you're scared to change, you're scared to take the next step, and you don't necessarily think you're good enough or that it'll work out or that everything's going to be okay. But it's important to know that you can't fight destiny, right? You already decided this for yourself in the Akashic records before you were born. So, and it's just so beautiful right now. It's important that you get outside and look at the sky and maybe get by some water, because this is so healing just being out here right now by the water. But so, yes, it's important that you have the trust and faith in not only yourself, but the universe. And the universe is you, right? Like the I am, the God source. You are a piece of God source. So you have to trust yourself and allow yourself to have the things that you want in your life, and understand that you can have them, and understand that things are going to change no matter what. And one last shuffle. Okay. And then we'll take this top one. Okay. So we got break the chain, astral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Like I said, your future is changing. Freaking low power mode again. Like I said, your future is changing. So break the chains. Make it's changing whether you like it or not. So and then we have dance. Do something to shift your vibration. So it's important that you move your body. That's your advice, to move your body, work out, dance, Do whatever it is that you enjoy doing where you're able to move around. There's no right way to do it, but shift your vibration. Also shift your thinking and understand that this change is coming, and literally be living as if you are in the change. Be living as if you are already there. So allow your vibration to shift, break the patterns and chains, continue to break familial and ancestral curses, and allow yourself to move to the next step, because it's coming. So just step into it. Just step through the doorway, right? Just step into it and allow it to be there easily, because when we fight change, it hurts. It hurts us in a lot of ways. So give into the change, allow it to happen, and receive. And get moving. Like I said, you're very distracted and very busy, but it's important that you get your body moving, because it's probably part of your next step, your next career or whatever. Okay, so thank you, pile 3. If you enjoyed this, you can go ahead and leave a comment, or subscribe if you feel like it. I hope to see you again sometime, and I hope you have a great day. And I'm just going to say a quick thank you to my guides. Thank you to everyone who watches my channel. Thank you to everyone who subscribes and interacts with me in a kind way and supports me in what I do. And I wish you the happiest new year and the best decade to come. Okay, so thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, and source God for allowing me to be the messages through, or for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. And yes, thanks. I will see you again sometime. Okay, bye.